And who is it again? It is Abbas Adam again. He's plundered and scored a second goal for Tamara All Stars.
Well, he plays like a typical striker. He is where the balls are. He is where he needs to be as far as his business is concerned. This is a well choreographed dance on this particular occasion. I mean, the goalkeeper, yes, he came in there to punch the ball away, but I don't think that in any goalkeeping school you are taught to do that. Punch onto the part of Abbas, and Abbas took it so well. First time of asking to the roof of the net. It's 2-1 for Tema All Stars.
And that's 3 goals in the competition for the striker. A brilliant cross by Kojomo, it has to be said. It landed for Nafiu, his shot spilled, and Abbas just plundered. Now this will give us a better shot. It was a lovely dummy by Abbas, by the way. It was a draw, actually, and that is unorthodox goalkeeping, to say the least.
Very unorthodox. The cardinal principle in goalkeeping is that if you find yourself in that position where you cannot grab the ball...
Hang on, Albert. Tamara All Stars, we're going to go for the kill. I think, well, that's a foul there. But I think the abiding prayer of Tamara All Stars is, please, let Pius Kofi be on his game.
Well, apart from that, another thing is that let's get a goal here, a third goal, that will cushion us so that even if he puts up those fine in quotes, we are going to be safe. But on that occasion, they nearly, opened the defense of the International with that cheeky ease, some good passing on that occasion. But I was talking about the cardinal principle in goalkeeping. If you are not going to get the ball at the first time of asking, well, let's look at this again before we come to that.
Wow.
He had his stats raised. Referee Atekesi should be showing his cards here. I mean, the player down has been one of the most intelligent and most interesting players to watch in this particular encounter.
Kojomo.
We need to see such players carry on with the game.
And a short while ago there, that was Francis Ajay. And Kojomo, if he cannot continue, that would be a huge blow for Tamara All Stars, because he's been absolutely brilliant down the right flank. And just the way an attacking fullback should be, and perhaps some of the top flight clubs should take a look at him.
Exactly. I think that the Division 1 has been a happy hunting ground for some of these top flight teams. Just under a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, Kumasi Asante defeated Accra Spurs by 2-0. And the player who scored that fantastic second goal, Nia J, came from North Ship, a Division 1 team. I say several others coming through the ranks. I know that Samuel Lincoln came from Winnie Professionals, Kendi Azakes, and he's been a hit ever since he moved from Winnie Professionals to Azakes and then to Kumasi Asante, currently playing in Ukraine for Dnipro.
And the disappointing performance by Owusu has come to an end. He's been replaced by Ernest Chikudo. And Chikudo will be expected to do more than Samuel Owusu actually did. This ball about to be crossed in. Ball passed in. And another cross. And it's an opportunity. Well. And suddenly, Eugene Ajasuja, who looked really good in the first half, not looking so good anymore.
Maybe it has to do with that area of the and the influence.
Are you sure about that?
Let me just put it to that. But seriously, I think that he's lost that bit of the concentration and the discipline. He was solid in the first half, coming up with some fantastic saves. But on that occasion, he showed himself of a player who wanted to save his face or who wanted to save his limbs rather than anything else. He didn't go into the challenge in a full-blooded manner.
And corner kick about to be taken, and Soja waiting. Was he checking his watch? We've only done 7.5 minutes in the second half.
Apparently drawing the attention of referee Atekesi to the effect that Tema All Stars are delaying or they are buying time here.
Corner kick, not a very good one. And Ibrahim Mohammed gets a chance to thread a pass through. Chikudo. So looks a burly character. Ball kicked inside, looking And that's a free kick. Clearly some of the tackles have been very strong, and that's confirmation of the substitution. Chikudo on for Samuel Owusu.
Well, I guess had it not been the goal, Ranson Ama could be one of those players the international will look to substitute. But clearly, some of these tackles I'm not too happy about, because they could break the limbs of players and spend your entire career or the rest of your life watching the game from the sidelines.
Well, that was a shot. The only problem with that was the accuracy. And it was Chikudo who took that, the substitute. He had enough confidence to try something. Had a lot of power, but no accuracy.
It was always swerving away from the goalkeepers from targets. I think that the camera took
Bit of a knock there.
Exactly.
But Tamara All Stars, as usual, trying to play themselves out of trouble. And well, eventually kicking the ball to touch, and that was a shot yet again. There you go. Cameraman, bang. Well, the camera didn't suffer too much damage, did it?
He didn't. I think that he aimed for the camera, and the cameraman more than even the target. It was a fine shot today. Something to talk about.
And a throw into the international. And Oblite Mensah. And Chikudo might look to be somebody who might cause trouble for the Tamara All Stars defense. And of course, you're watching the MTN FA Cup by kind courtesy of MTN everywhere you go. Supported by Rice Master Taste to share moments to remember. Azar Paint #1, Interplast, wherever you are. Make sure water reaches you. Malcolm Wagana Shops, Fratelli full of natural goodness. Coca-Cola, it's all right. Latex Film, your partner for life. GT Bank, would you rather bank with us? Elliott Kingdom Investment, Litigation Freeland, and Calipo, Eye de Papa. Let's take a look at this. Header comes in, Tamara All Stars getting rid of the danger, but Chikudo, of things, manages to lay the ball back. It's good play. Goes down rather easily, and John Etiketi is not even remotely interested.
Well, I think that the referee rightly showing the yellow card on that occasion, because I feel he should have gone on with a run. Beautiful exchange of passing there. No contact
whatsoever. And that was Jonas Kofi, who's gone into the referee's book for trying to simulate a penalty. Referees of these days are told to clamp down hard on that.
Yes, you encourage players to be smart, but not too smart to the extent of seemingly going into the realms of cheating. On that occasion, if you get a penalty for that, you have quote and unquote fooled everybody, including the referee, and that is what the game is. That is not what the game is about. It's about fair play. It's about playing it clean. And on that occasion, he did not do anything close to that.
It's good to see Kojo looking better now. There he is standing there, and Jonas Kofi confirmation of the yellow card for attempted simulation. What am I talking about? Attempted? He simulated. Maybe he was booked for it.
Exactly. I mean, he showed the intent and he put it into practice. Really wanted to con the referee into giving him a penalty on that occasion.
And All Stars fighting for possession there. International, since the introduction of Chikudo, have looked a bit of a threat. And he's done very well to win the ball and won a throw-in.
He's using his physique really well.
That decision goes Tamara All Stars' way, and Chikudo is not very happy, but his introduction has had the needed impact. Francis Ejay. Yet another throw. Ball flicked on. And Kwachi coming up from the back, but All Stars. That's a lovely ball. If he can control it, yes, he does. Abbas Adam. But he was looking for his teammate there, but didn't get his pass right. But he looks a very, very valuable player. 3 goals in the competition, 1 on Thursday, and a brace today.
He's a very valuable player to them. He's intelligent. When he can do it himself, he brings the other players in. And on that occasion, he saw that there was no so much space to work his magic through. So he spread play wide, or he attempted to spread play wide. The only thing about it on that occasion was that it was a bit heavy and he could not get his teammate onto the end of that particular pass. On that occasion, he was looking for Kojo Moore. He's combined so well with him, Kojo Moore on the right, and he's striking through the middle.
And he's only 17. So perhaps our national youth team should take a look at him.
Exactly.
And he does look 17, if I might add.
Appearances are deceptive anyway.
Not this one, Albert. No, he does look 17. We've seen people who are said to be 17 years old and don't look 17.
I will go with that. I think that some of those players have their biological clock working in mysterious ways. It can pause, it can be rewound. Well, but as you say, he looks 17, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
So they have to. And ball kicked out to touch. And Tamara All Stars. So trying to get some balls through, and that's a foul. Silly push there, coming from Richard Darko. And a free kick to Tamara All Stars. Nia Haley to take this particular free kick. And now, Aja Soja is the center of attention. Looks like Pius Kofi will be relieved. We're not talking about him anymore. Now.
Well, let's wait till the attention is drawn to his goal area and he has the opportunity to redeem himself.
Well, it's another goal. Another goalkeeping error. 3 goals to 1. And who else but 17-year-old Abbas Adam? He's netted a hat-trick.
Well, he spots opportunities so well. He clearly knew what his could do. And again, after the 3rd goal, they can dance to what they've been practicing all along at the training grounds. But Ahele hit it so well in the first half. Aja Soja came up with an equally brilliant save to stop that. But on this occasion, you look at it once again. Yes, maybe the ball took a wicked bounce in front of the goalkeeper, but he was left crawling and only being left in a position where maybe he will have some nice words for the predictive instincts of Abbas on that occasion. But he is a fine player. He's one for the future, Abbas.
And just how the Black Starlets have not spotted this boy, I will never know. That's a hat-trick for Abbas Adam. And that's 4 goals in the competition. 3-1. And can we say D International can be classified as dead international for now? Or is there time?
That, I mean, the remaining minutes will show, but they've not shown themselves a team that can get 2 goals within the space of 29 minutes. I mean, they've not shown themselves.
Well, you've not put Pius Kofi into the equation, remember?
Well, he has the ability to let in a goal, but not 2 goals, I mean, with the remainder here. But for me, talking about the strangeness of the fact that Abbas was not spotted by the national team handlers, the under-17 team, maybe he was not training grounds in any of the
forward drives. You're right.
We talked about.
You're right. Yeah, I did mention there were several forward drives there. But look at this. Odro, the cross. This time, Aja holds onto it. Yeah, you're right. Probably doesn't have somebody to drive him into the Black Starlets training camp in a four-wheel drive. Anyway, that's how far we'd go. We're actually saying that. But fact of the matter is, he's not been spotted. But now, scoring 4 times in 2 televised encounters, certainly somebody has to take a look at him. Meanwhile, D International, to make sure they are not dead international, and Chikudo. And this was Odro. Probably should have gone for goal, decided to go for a cross, but didn't reach William Darkman on time.
Well, with what Aja Soja has shown himself of in the second half, I think that he should have gone for a shot, aimed at him. Maybe he would have spilled it so that his other teammates could just come in and the ball into the back of the net.
And that's good play, and Ahele goes down, and yet another free kick. And is Ahele going to hit yet another one that the keeper is going to spill?
You never know, but I think that clearly should be the routine now. Even with the save he came up with in the first half, he didn't grab it at the first time of asking, although it was an intelligent thing to punch the ball for a corner kick. You never know, try him a couple of times. By this time, his confidence is waning. The self-doubt has set in.
And Matthias Agbeli has come on for Daniel Odro. And so, well, certainly not 2 minutes added. There's quite a lot to go, really. And it's Nafiu to take this particular free kick. But that was very poor.
As poor as it is, it offers Aja Soja the opportunity this time around to calmly restart the game from his own area by getting a goal kick.
Brahim Mohammed laying the ball off. And well, just kicked out there. And Oblite Mensah, the right back. Ball kicked out there. And Abbas Adam. That's a good ball down the right. And another cross will be in there. Well, the flick on didn't particularly help on that occasion. Very good tackle there from Francis Eje. And another substitution. And this time it's Emmanuel Clote about to come on for Ibrahim Mohammed. And that's a big blow. Because Ibrahim Mohammed has been a live wire for D International. And if he's off, there, anyway, that's his substitution. Clote. And Tamil All Stars very comfortable on the ball.
Well, and they are enjoying a fine run in this particular game. 3 goals with the International not looking themselves to be, well, another shot aimed at the cameraman. I don't know what, those guys have done to these players.
Well, maybe they're giving the camera guys lessons in keeping goal. You never know.
They should direct it at either Aja or Pius Kofi.
Yeah, for us to enjoy more of those comical moments, won't we?
Exactly.
Anyway. It's a foul, and D International have a free kick.
I'm just thinking they should aim it away from Pius Kofi, still targeting the goal, and they are going to get a goal from here.
And we have to wait and see. Well, look at that. Is this short tugging? Not short tugging. My teammates trying to protect the goalkeeper. Well, the substitute Clote bent that one over the wall. Not much power, but even then, Pius Kofi had to dramatize a bit to let us know he's still around. There he is.
That didn't ask too much from him, but he took the risk of palming the ball down and grabbing it at the second time of asking. If you do that, you leave yourself with the potential of those 2 on-rushing players, the ball falling kindly to them so that they tap into the back of the net. He should have just grabbed it at the first time of asking because there was not so much power behind the ball. It was directed straight at him. So what was it? Palming the ball onto the ground and then grabbing it later on.
Meanwhile, there's a player on the turf. We're left with less than 22 minutes to go. And the International have it all to do if they are to come back to level the match. 3-1 down. And a new star has been unveiled. Abbas Adam, the 17-year-old striker.